episode of EasyTalk is sponsored by Spotlight Productions. When it comes to quality, Spotlight Productions strives to deliver excellence.
Welcome to another phenomenal episode of EasyTalk. This is Real Talk for True Entrepreneurs. And today, close to the end of the year, in October, I know as you guys start the fourth quarter, wrap up your year and get ready for 2026, that you needed this show. I need this show. So we are going to first, make sure you're subscribed. Second, get ready to share. And third, get your pen and paper out. Don't text, don't use your notes. Get the old-fashioned pen and paper because you need to be able to write and let this sink in as you're writing what you're listening to. This is the show that is going to set you financially free if you follow the steps as a business owner. I am confident in that, so I'm telling you now, you're going to do some rewinding, you're going to do some writing, and I know you're going to do some sharing after you hear from the one and only Miss Lakesha Williams with Dear Lakesha. Let's welcome her with a hearty hand clap, you guys. Let's go. Welcome.
Thank
now,
you.
I've set the stage. We are ready for you. And I want to first thank you so much for your friendship, for your wisdom, for your expertise, for your time and connecting with me. We have been on a great journey this year like none other. It has been unbelievable.
We have.
Yes, it has been great. So I know we got 30 minutes, so we're going to dive right into this. Tell us a little bit more about you, a little bit of your history, and what made you start your business.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. So I am Lakesha Williams with Dear Lakesha Financial Education. My background is in banking. So many people see me on the street and say, I know you. Where do I know you from? Probably the bank. I spent 20 years of my career at the bank specializing in wealth management, handling high net worth clients of $1 million and above. And then from that role, I went into a national strategy role where I wrote the National Inclusive Lending Strategy for the 6th largest bank in the country. And I'm so excited to bring all of that experience directly to you to help you grow your business. This wealth of experience that I have, pun intended, I'm here and so excited to help you grow your business and help you accomplish your financial goals.
Thank you. So as you can see, she's equipped and she's ready. So you're in the right place at the right time on the right podcast show. So let's dig right into it. With credit ratings, things being high, economy where it is in 2025, we want to know, how can we get capital? How do we get access to the capital we need as small business owners? That's $5 million or less, $5 million or less. Small business owners, how do we gain capital when we're trying to buy equipment, when we're trying to get the things that we need to get our first big contract? What do we need to do? What is the bank looking for?
That's a wonderful thing. The bank is the first place that you want to go, but it's not the only place that you go. There are so many CDFIs here in the city that you should consider if you are a small business and you're not bank ready. Okay. So the bank will obviously give you the best rates, give you the best terms, things like that. But the CDFIs, if you're not a person with a 700, 750 credit score, don't turn your nose at the CDFI. They have, a lot of times, they have better financing than the bank. So I would say consider that as well. And when you're considering credit and you're also considering, okay, how do I prepare myself for this contract? I say consider credit sparingly. Sparingly. You don't want to go out and say, I have a big contract, now let me go get a lot of debt to cover this contract. Things are too turbulent right now. So I would say equipment leasing, maybe lease the equipment for you to obtain the contract to get where you need to be versus taking on large sums of debt when we are in a turbulent time financially with the economy.
Okay. And we are in a turbulent time with the economy. Prices are getting higher. Consumer spending is getting less. So what's the key thing? Please tell us just one key thing that we can do to separate the successful business owners or us in our attempt to be successful versus those that are stagnant and struggling and not as stable when it comes to finances.
I have the answer for you. It is not going to be some great strategy. It's very simple. Like, stick to the basics. The simple answer is always the best. Have a great financial plan. Business plan. And when I say your business plan and your financial plan should have financial metrics in it. Stick to your business plan. Your business plan is your roadmap. When things are all over the place, this is not the time to start making emotional decisions. Stick to your plan. And if it's not in your plan, don't deviate from it unless you have a real thought-provoking session with yourself and with your board of advisors to make sure if we're going to pivot, that we're pivoting in the right direction. This is not the time to just start doing things, willy-nilly and like, okay, I'm just going to do this, I'm going to do that. You never go far by panicking. Always stick to your plan, stick to your roadmap, and it will help you get to where you want to be.
So first, you got to have a plan.
Oh,
you got to have a vision.
You should.
Know where you're going. And don't deviate from it.
You can't, because if you don't know exactly where you're going, that's why I say you have to have financial metrics and KPIs within your business plan, because it's going to give you the financial data to say, are you on track? Okay. And you don't look at your business plan. People make these 25-page business plans and you don't even know what's in it. I can't read it. I know you haven't read it for 25 pages. So your business plan, if you're under $5 million, your business plan really needs to be 10 pages or less. Let's go there, okay? And then you need to make sure that you have financial metrics and KPIs. I'm talking corporate jargon, so let me break it down.
Manage what you can measure.
Manage what you can measure, okay? Key performance indicators. And so that lets you know quarter over quarter, are you up? Are you down in revenue? Year over year, are you up? Are you down in revenue? And then you can say, okay, and then break out your revenue. If you have different services that you offer, see where your money makers are, see where your areas of opportunity are, and then you structure everything according to the plan. You just don't come up, in the middle of the night like, I got a vision. No, stick to the plan.
Make that your vision for the next year.
For the next year, or as you scale and grow, but stick to your plan that you made. And the plan is always a working document. It's not like something one and done. It's a working document, but before you add something to it, make sure you've gone to your board of advisors to make sure that you've thought it through.
And your board of advisors should be people that are successful in and out of your industry, because you want a diverse board of advisors.
Absolutely. And you want people that have been successful in business. I tell people all the time in our presentations, don't go get a person that's bankrupt and ask them for financial advice, okay?
Right.
Because if you do what they did, you will get what they got. And you want to be bankrupt. So go to qualified professionals or people that's outside of your industry, because they do add a wonderful perspective. I'm no marketer, but I have a person that is, all right? And people call me all the time. I have people that call all the time about their finances. So get somebody that's in your industry, but also people that have different areas of expertise to help you grow.
That might be a little slap in the face for some of us, but just because you grew up with this person, y'all went to college together, this been your friend for years, that does not mean that that's where you should get your advice from. No. This is not personal. This is your life on the line. You have decided to bet on yourself, so you need the best people around you. The best people. It's not personal. It's not emotional. The facts are the facts. Stick to your plan.
Absolutely.
So now that we got a plan, we know what we need to do. How do we pay ourselves? How do we get to the point where we say, okay, now I need to give myself this. I need to put this up for taxes. This is real talk. Give us what we need. Do we pay ourselves?
Well, you have to, because this is the thing. Unless you want to work until God calls you to glory, okay? Unless you want to work until God calls you to glory, you have to create a plan that puts yourself in the plan, right? Pay yourself first. Even when your revenue is up and down, you have to pay yourself first. And I'm going to take even one step further. You have to put money away for your retirement plan. You have to put the money away for your retirement plan, because if you don't, again, you're getting old. You have no succession plan in place. You have no retirement funds because you've been, working invoice to invoice. But you have to be able to be strategic with it. I know it's hard, and I know you're like, okay, I'm doing the best I can. But take the effort, and even if it's hard, put things back for your personal financial plan and also your retirement plan. You can't afford not to.
Okay, I hear them asking me. You may not hear it, but I hear them asking me, where am I putting it? Put it away, put it where? What am I doing with it? Where do I put it?
That's a good question. I'll say this. Now, I've been at the bank 20 years. They'll get mad. The bank is the first place. The bank is the first place you want to put your money, but the last place you want to keep your money.
The first place you want to put it, but the last place you want to keep it.
The last
So
place
it's a
you want-
temporary spot. It's a holding place.
It's a holding place because the bank, I mean, you have to be strategic about it. You could go put it in your checking account and earn a penny a month on it. Sure.
A penny a month.
A penny a month. Sure. That's what, I mean, that's not going to
Give
get
it
you.
to me. I'll give you a penny a month.
Right. So, and that's what the bank is doing. They're taking that penny they're giving you, then they're turning around and lending it out and making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of your money. So this is the point. You want to put it in the bank to start. That's the first place you start. But even a high yield account at the bank, but be strategic about it. A lot of the big banks, they don't have the best high yield accounts. So you want to look at the credit unions or you even want to look at the online banks. I personally keep, stashes here and there because some of those online banks or even, I'll say this, the banks that the credit card that has the best lounges, they have, I'm not going to say their name because they're not sponsoring us, but if they sponsor us, we'll use their name, okay? But that credit card that has the best lounge, they have really, really good money market rates, and a lot of them are around 4%. So you want to be about 4% now on the money markets, and then look at use some strategies for investing. Now, if you're a conservative investor, you may want to look at something like a bank CD or something like that that's FDIC insured. A lot of them are paying 5%. But if you want to get a little bit more sophisticated, then you need to call me and we could come up with a better strategy or get with a qualified financial professional and come up with a better strategy for you to grow over a long term, because you don't grow by just leaving it in the bank. You grow by investing it.
Investing.
You have to get the compound interest. That's the key. You have to have the compound interest if you really want to obtain wealth.
So we've got a business. We've started it. We got a plan. We're sticking to the plan. We're not being emotional about it. We are paying ourselves, and we mess up. The contract didn't go through. I need a line of credit. What's my opportunity? How can I get back up? Because the statistics are most businesses fail. I think it's 98% of business fail within the first 3 years.
That's it.
So I'm trying to follow this advice I saw on EasyTalk.
Right.
And I'm listening to Lakesha, and I'm called her for some consulting sessions, and it did not go my way.
Now, this is the thing. I've dealt with a lot of clients, and we're not talking about clients that's in their first 3 years of business. I've been dealing with clients that have been in business 20 plus years, and they've lost some 6-figure contracts.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 6-figure contracts.
Yes, I've had clients that have lost 6-figure contracts, and they're calling me like, Lakesha, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And this is what I say: pivot. You have to pivot, okay? Because a lot of times, especially with the contracts, we look at local contracts. We look at local contracts and local relationships. But what we have to do is think nationally. Because what you do, you're good at it. You're good at it in Memphis. You're good at it in Nashville. You're good at it in Atlanta. You're good at it in DC. Expand your reach and and make sure that you're able to expand your contracts. And that's what a lot of my clients are working on now. And I will say this: it's an old African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
And we have just experienced that this year.
Haven't we?
Going together.
Haven't we?
We have said we're going together, and I'm just going to say we've had 100% success rate.
We have. We have. Everybody's
pun
like,
intended. What you say, pun intended?
Pun intended. Lakesha and Alicia. People have said, Lakesha and Alicia, they are our go-to team. When you go together, you go far. And so if you're not great at writing the contract, that's okay. That's okay. You're not great at the bids. Go and get and partner with someone that is great at bids. Or if it's a part of the contract, I just did this myself. It's a part of the contract. It's a 6-figure contract, but it's a part I'm really, really good at. And it's another part I'm like, I know a little bit about that, but I don't know a whole lot about that. I picked up the phone with someone that knows a whole lot about that. I said, hey, you want to go on this contract together? She looked at it. She said, I sure do. I sure do. Let's get it, right?
Let's get it.
And so sometimes you may not be the expert on everything, but if you can partner together. So is it better to have 0% of 300,000, or is it better to have 50% of 300,000?
Exactly.
Go ahead, get your 50. You split that other 50 with someone else that has that expertise, and then you all can win together. That's really the key now.
That's it. And I'm going to tell you, from my experience, you cannot wait until you need to make that phone call to make that phone call.
No.
You need to network from day one with people in your industry with those that may be step 1 or step 5 of what you do, make sure that journey has a connection of people that you can pull and use so that you can collaborate to dominate on a contract together.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't have been able to make that phone call if you didn't know who to call, if you hadn't networked.
And I had several people to call, and I thought about, okay, who can do this and who can do that? I had several people, and when I call, you want to make sure you have good relationships with people, right? And so when you call, because that person I had helped with some things before, okay, they called me about some financial things. I'm like, you do it like this, you do it like that. And she was like, ooh, they don't tell you all this. I said, this is next level. This is the wealth strategy. This is how we do it. And so when I did make that call, she picked up on the first ring. She was like, Lakesha, what's up? What can I help you with?
Yeah.
I said, I'm so glad you asked. Listen. And so we went straight into it. So it's really good to have those relationships established. And go ahead, and if someone calls you for your expertise, I'm not a fan of doing everything free. That's not what I'm telling you. But if somebody calls you and they're in your network and I have a quick question about this, I have a quick question about that. It's okay to give people a little bit of information, because when they need more information, they're going to call you, book you, and get that consulting fee. So give out a little bit of information and share your expertise, and then the whole community grows as a whole.
Yes. And it's a trust factor.
Absolutely.
You want to have a brand, first of all, that's trustworthy, that's reliable, that's consistent. You've got to have that because people see you. And it can't be, I'm like that with my clients, but not with my family or not with my friends. Whoever you are, whatever your brand is, you got to walk in there 24/7.
24/7.
You have to.
I don't leave the house unless I'm listen, camera ready. You can't go out. Okay, I learned this when I was at the bank. I was in my 20s, and I'm 20 years old. I'm out everywhere. I'm in my college clothes still. Okay, so I'm out and about. And I learned very early on, people would see me. I never forget, I was down on Beale Street. I'm with my friends. I'm barely 23 years old, and a client yelled out at me, Lakesha. I said, what is going on? I need to go ahead and talk to you about that business we discussed. I said, never again.
Never again.
Never again. So from that point on, about 23 years old, when I hit the door, I hit the door, as my mother would say, presentable.
Yes.
I make sure I'm presentable and I'm representative of the company that I worked for when I was in corporate. And now that I'm working for myself, I make sure that I'm representative of my brand at all times.
You have to. You have to. Because when you call on that person, let's get real. When you call on that person to do that joint venture, the first thing they're going to do is think about you and your brand and if they want that attachment.
Absolutely.
So it's not so much as I'm doing you a favor by calling you to collaborate. You may decide, that brand doesn't fit mine, and I don't want to collaborate with you.
Right.
So it's important that you build a brand that is consistent, that is trustworthy, that is reliable, that someone will say, yes, I would love to connect with you.
And that you're professional at all times.
You have to be. You have to be. Whether you're in uniform, if you are a professional, a consultant, if you are a rapper or entertainer, it doesn't matter. Whatever your brand represents, that's what you have to live and breathe.
All the
People
time.
are going to see it. You raised your hand and said, I'm betting on me. I am going to be a leader. This is the brand I represent. So you have to own that. You have to own it.
You have to own it, and it has to be consistent and professional.
And when it comes to finances, your credit score got to show it. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right?
Right.
I can't go get that line of credit. My business strategy is never going to work if I can't ever get the funds that I need.
You definitely need the money, and the credit is the main purpose of the money. What your credit score tells us, that's all we look at. What your credit score tells us is what you've done in the past. Now, let me say this. We all have made mistakes in the past.
All of us. I raised both of my hands.
Okay, we have all made mistakes in the past. So there's nothing on your credit that is going to doom you for the rest of your life, right? But you didn't get in this trouble overnight, and it's not going to come out of it overnight, okay?
Wow.
So
That's good.
let me save you your $300 or your $500. Someone going to wipe your credit clean, and the bank is not going to see it. Now
Not
listen.
true.
Now listen. Come on now. Listen. We went to school for this. Lean in, listen. Come on, listen. Okay. This is what we do for a living. Okay. I can look at that in 30 seconds in my office, drinking my coffee, and be like, okay, and it just doesn't go far. We are professionals, right? So it's nothing that you can do that's slick that we're not going to catch.
So not pulling the wool over the eyes of the financial advisor.
Right, because number one is called bank fraud, right? It's a felony. So that's number one. Let's
be clear.
Let's be clear. That's a felony. Do you want to be indicted for it? That's number one, falsified information. Number two, like we are professionals. Like this is what we do full time, right? And being a full-time scammer is not what you want to do. Not with the bank. That's called jail time, right? So you want to just do it the right way. I recommend Operation Hope. They're really good with helping repair credit. And just do it the right way. You can do it the right way for free through Operation Hope and get yourself to the place where you really need to be. And sometimes it's not a no, it's just a not now. Like do these few things to get yourself in order and then come back. It may be 6 months, it may be 12 months. And it's really important not to do the get rich quick scheme or the quick bait and switch, because at the end of the day, you never learned the tools that you need to keep the credit score.
For the foundation.
So just do it the right way so you have the proper foundation. And then when you have the proper foundation and you have the proper tools to move forward in the right way, not only to get a good credit score, but to maintain a good credit score.
So with your business, it's $15 to get a business license. It's free to get an EIN number. So you can, in an instant, say, I'm a business owner. But how do you maintain your business? You need the financial support. You need a financial advisor. There are things that you just don't know. And here's the catch. This is the hard part. You don't know what you don't know.
That's it.
You don't know what you don't know. So you don't know all the questions to ask all the time. So you need an advisory board of those people that have been there, done that, and that can help you. But it all goes back to your brand.
Absolutely.
How do you represent yourself? We had I had a guest on the show. His name is Antoine. And Antoine said, I learned real quick, Alicia, nobody is investing in me if they don't see me investing in myself.
Oh.
You can take that to the bank.
You can. You can. If you're not investing in yourself, I can't care more about your business than what you care about your business. And I tell you this, I've seen many people do it. I tell you, listen, you're not ready yet. If you want to be successful, anybody can start a business. Just what Alicia said, it takes $15 and 15 minutes. You're in business. But it's not about starting the business. It's about sustaining the business. It's about sustaining the business.
That goes back to that 98% of businesses fail after 3 years.
Right, because they had a great product. Let me tell you this, if no one ever told you, it takes more than being able to cook real good to open up and maintain a restaurant.
That's true.
The best restaurants with the best foods close down all the time. And the ones that food is not that great are still open. So you tell me, is it about the quality of the product? It's not always about the quality of the product. It's about how you run your business operations for efficiency and sustainability. So it's not about just starting, you want to sustain. So those are the things that it takes for you to sustain. Have a good financial foundation. Have a financial professional a part of your advisory board. And make sure you meet with them at least on a quarterly basis in the beginning. And as you grow, if you have a consultant and things of that sort, you want to meet with them at least twice a year to review your plan and make sure that you stay on track. But you know, we're all going for it to be above goal. So to make sure that you're maximizing your revenue.
And speaking of that, when you talk about meeting with your advisor quarterly, do you suggest, in your professional opinion to the people, do you suggest doing your taxes quarterly? Meaning, like, once you look at it and see where you are, what your revenue is, what your expenses are, what you may owe out, maybe doing that quarterly versus at the end of the year owing $25,000, and now you're in debt with the IRS.
Absolutely. Now, let me say this. I am not a CPA.
Yes.
I'm not a CPA, but I say this. If you are if you have your LLC, they're going to require you to do it quarterly anyway, right? And so you want to stay in good standing. So listen, I work in finance. I know money. I know how to make money, but I don't even want to be bothered with taxes, okay? I don't want to be bothered with that. So I have my own CPA that calls me and say, Lakesha, this is how much we need, and I write that check because I'm busy trying to make money. I'm busy meeting with clients. I'm busy writing wealth strategies. I don't have time to do the tax returns and the filings and all of that. That's why it's good to have partners.
Yes.
I'd rather have a CPA that's looking after all of those things for me and creating a tax strategy for me to be successful, and it allows me to focus on the things that I enjoy and that I'm good at. And I enjoy making money and helping other people make money. That's what I enjoy doing. So get you people, have partners and practitioners to help you and partner with you to take care of some of the business aspects of it. So you keep yourself freed up, and then most importantly, you keep yourself in compliance, because you want a lot of problems with people, but the IRS is not one of them.
It's not one of them. And I want to say this: there is a mindset shift when you become an entrepreneur. So things that some people, not all of us, because I'm definitely not one of those people, but some people will say, yeah, well, I'm going to drop off the lot with the car insurance, but then next week I'm going to drop it. Oh, I know I need insurance for my business. I'm going to get it. I'm going to sign up with Pete Mitchell and Associates. I'm going to go to Monica Odom Allstate and get my business insurance. But if I don't start getting contracts in, I'm dropping this. This is just not one of those things that you do. You are going to have some set expenses that you have to incur to not have risk in your business. And paying your financial advisor, having your business insurance, having someone on retainer, that's a part of it. We're adults. You are running a business, and you have to think like a business owner.
It's 100% part of it. And this is when people call. I don't work with a whole lot of startup businesses, but people that do call me and say, hey, Lakesha, I want to start this. What do you think? I say, the first thing I say, well, what's your money look like? What does your personal money look like? And they're like, no, I want to start a business. That's what I said. What does your personal money look like, right? Because for you to start a business, you really need to be financially sound. Because if you're not, again, you're going to be out of business in the first year. Because guess what? We see it on social media. I saw this post on social media. He's putting his little suit jacket on, and he was like, I'm going back to corporate. I'm going back to work after making $98 in my first 3 months as a business owner, right? Well, $98, that's going to have you broken in the poorhouse, right? Did you have the business strategy on the front end? In the beginning. And I like a blended, a hybrid approach, okay? Work and have your business going. Get your revenue going. Get your revenue when you have your business plan. Have a benchmark that you want to get your revenue to before you transition out. So for a period of time, I like double income coming in from the W-2 income and income coming in from the business owner. And that's why I say you stack up the money, you invest the money, you get the compound interest, you let it grow. So when you're ready to step out exclusively as a small business owner, you have your finances in check. You have enough money to put back to make sure you can pay your bills. Because guess what? You can't worry about growing a business if you can't pay the mortgage.
Right.
You can't worry about growing a business if you can't cover your health care costs. So those are the types of things that you need to be focused on to make sure that you have a plan in place for success and longevity. Not that I have 15 minutes and $15, I want to start a business. Right. You can start it, but how long is that going to last? And 98% of them don't, because you don't have the proper foundation.
So basically, be true to yourself. Don't lie to you. If you're already in business, or if you're thinking about starting a business, listen, it's okay to put this on rewind. It's okay to listen to this in the mornings when you get up and before you go to bed at night. Because you need to understand that this world is different from the world that you've been in. And there are some sacrifices. There's some planning. There's a strong mindset that's needed to be an entrepreneur. And so for us small business owners, people have had to start over. It's okay. Pivot. That was one of the earlier things that you said.
Pivot.
Know how to pivot. Now, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to take you to the word. Write the vision, make it plain. Write the vision, make it plain. Yes. Write the vision, make it plain, but you better put it in pencil. Because you're going to have to pivot.
Right.
If God say go, you go. But if he say not yet, just erase it and say, okay, God, where we going? Because you have to have that mindset. And you have to be flexible. And I'm talking to me too. Flexibility is one of the key characteristics of a good business owner. You got to know when to flex. The economy is telling you flex right now.
You have to. And if you don't flex, you're going to be out of business. You have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to pivot, but to pivot in an educated way, right? Make educated decisions. So do your research. A key thing, we have over 300,000 Black women.
Yes.
That have been displaced from corporate America. And this is what I say to you. Who is better than us? Who? Who can outthink the mind and the excellence of Black women? I say stay encouraged, and I say this is a time to pivot. And Black women are innovative. We come up with ideas. We are the backbone. We're the most educated in the country.
And that's a fact.
That's
not
fact.
our personal opinion.
No, that's not opinion. We stick to the facts. These are the facts.
Look it up. Google it. ChatGPT it.
Right. These are facts.
We are here to help you. And those 300,000 women that have been displaced, having a backup plan, one, being able to take your expertise and pivot it and start a business, you can do it.
Because we've been doing it in corporate. We've been the leaders in corporate for a long time. And so many people that had the titles, and we were the ones that did a lot of the work, right? So this is what I say to Black women that have been displaced. Look at the gaps. Look at the gaps in the economy and in the workforce, and build your business there. This is an opportunity, because every closed door, we already know the Lord will open a window.
We'll open up another one. We'll open up another one. But if you're not flexible in your mind and ready to say, I'm pivoting, and you want to stick to this permanent marker writing that you wrote, you're going to sit in that. We're telling you that you can pivot and you can grow and expand in other areas, but it starts in the mind.
It absolutely starts in the mind. And I say start with a good strategy. That's always going to come with it. Look where the gaps are. If there are 800,000 people doing one job, there's no use for you going there. It's already oversaturated, and that's not where the money is. But we know everything is advancing based on AI. Look at where the future jobs will be and make your own niche. That's okay. You don't have to sit at their table. Make your own. That's what we do best.
Now, if you need a little bit more and you want some more time, we can give it to you. Miss Lakesha, how can they reach you?
You can reach me at dearlakesha.com. That's DearLakesha.com. Or you can call my office directly at 901-860-4740. Thank
you, thank you, and thank you. And I'm going to accept your thank you now and say you're welcome, because I know you're going to subscribe, I know you're going to share, and I know you're going to rewind and listen to this again. You need to. It's for you. It's for you. This is your business. This is your life. And help is out there. So get out of your way. Get out of your way and say, let's go. And we are here to go with you. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been one of my best shows. I know you guys are loving this. We're going to keep this party rolling, because in 2026, I want you sitting right here to talk about how you have expanded your business, how you have started your business, and how EasyTalk helped you do that. Let's have more EasyTalk, and we'll see you soon.
This episode of EasyTalk is sponsored by Spotlight Productions. When it comes to quality, Spotlight Productions strives to deliver excellence.